What's up, YouTube family? It's Ben with VW Family Farms, and as you can see, we're out in the greenhouse today. Come out to the greenhouse today, and we've been doing a little trimming up on some of our eggplants. They was getting way out of control. Noticing here lately that a lot of my plants, the leaves on them are turning yellow or having the yellow tint in between the veins of the leaves. So I got on eBay the other day and ordered me some iron chelate, I think it's called. I'm going to mix that into the water. I need to do some further testing. I want to make sure my my nitrates and my nitrite levels are doing good. I've got a test kit for that. Of course, do my pH test. Just want to see how everything's doing. Come out to the greenhouse, looking at some of these plants, and as you can see, some of these things are, well, the leaves are just really getting yellow. Even over here on some of these pepper plants, I mean, they're almost white on the tips of the new leaves. So looking that up, it's an iron deficiency. So we're gonna, after I ordered this iron chelate, we're going to get it out and put some in the water. We're going to do this in little quantities. It says application rate 1 to 2 pounds per 100 gallons of water. I don't think that's in an aquaponics system though, so we're going to do a little bit at a time and see how this goes. What I planned on doing was just right here where it come through, where the water comes out. 1 teaspoon for every grow bed is what we're going to do right now. You may be asking why do you got an ice cream bucket in your grow bed where the water dumps in? Well, let's shut the water off. Well, it didn't make it. I had it in here because in this system, the baby tilapia can come all the way through the system and come out into here. I thought I'd just seen one, but yeah, I do. There is one in there. One didn't make it. One got caught in the suction somehow, but it dumps baby tilapia in here. And then they end up growing up. There it is. I'll show you. Oop. And put it back. They grow up, get bigger, and we'll put them back in the regular fish tank. Something else we do is test the pH. To do that, I get my pH tester set right. Put it in this solution and calibrate it. Pretty close. It's showing a 6.9. That's 7.0 on the pH scale. So let's calibrate it. All you do is hit the cal button, you hold it down till it starts flashing, and it's going to ask you cal, and it's going to give you a number, 3 different numbers in between, and of course we're doing the 7. I didn't pay attention to what the other ones were, but We're wanting to calibrate it to 7 because that's the 7.0 is what we got. Then you hit enter, and it says, has a question mark there, and then you hit enter and it'll come up in and let it sit there, and it'll come up 7.0. Shake that off. I keep it in a little pill bottle. Gotta order some more. That's empty. So let's go see what the water pH is right now. I don't know if y'all can see that. Put the lens around here. Oh yeah, you can see that. Oh, what are you doing? Put it in the water. Fish are trying to bite it. Fish won't take it out of my hand. See? Sit there and swirl it around, swirl it around. Ooh. Swirl it around. Well, I need to bring the pH up. I don't know that you can see that, but right now it's showing a 6.5. Alright, 6.6 on here. I think I'm going to leave it for now. I normally doing about a 6.8, but my plants are kind of struggling right now. The fish are doing amazing. So I think I'm going to leave it where it's at and see if this iron helps. I'm going to do some further testing now on, here it is right here. Freshwater Master Test Kit. Okay, do a little testing on it. Alrighty, we're gonna do an ammonia test. Right, we are at, still got a minute left on this one. Don't know if you can see it, but it's yellow. And that was our ammonia test. We still got a minute left on it, but here's your ammonia chart. Here's the color. I don't even think there's 0.25 ppm right now. So the ammonia levels down low. Excellent. All right, the nitrite level, I'm gonna call that 0. That's good. That's where you want it. Now one of the big tests is the nitrate level. Let's see where it goes. All right, the timer has went off. Test our nitrate level. Looking at that, it looks about 20 parts per million. About dead in the middle. I think the right levels to have it at is anywhere between 0 and 40 ppm, so right there in the middle. Alright, before we get out of here, something exciting I was going to let everybody in on. I sent some requests to Baker Creek on growing different varieties of lettuce and tomatoes in an aquaponics system. Well, I understand that's one thing that they haven't done any trials on, so I got some seeds of lettuce and I got a St. Pierre tomato. I want to try that in the greenhouse. We're going to try it over winter, see how it all goes. I'm going to show you just how easy it is to plant lettuce seed in this system. Watch this. What I'm going to do, we'll rake some of this back. Get down to the moist rock. Let's see here. Woo! A little heavy. Go in here and sprinkle some seeds. Cover it back up a little bit. Keep some of that moisture in there. We'll sprinkle some more on top. I'm sure them are going to fall down between the cracks of the rocks. we'll see where that gets us. The other day when I was out here, I went ahead and planted some of the cucumbers. I forgot to mention, they sent me a cucumber Monica, I think is what it's called. But anyway, it's a greenhouse cucumber. It does not require pollination. Does not have to have a male and a female flower to produce fruit. So awesome cucumber for the greenhouse. Don't have to go around hand pollinate. Another one is, let's see. When I done the cucumbers, I planted a lettuce Merlot. I think I'm saying that right. And looky here. There's one. There's one. There's one. And there's a few other. Something else that's new to the greenhouse. Looky here. This is our dwarf papaya. Actually we got two of them. A little baby and, I don't know, this one looks like maybe, get up in here, I think it's already starting to put on papayas. Show you a little trick what I do on planting new seeds like these tomatoes. Watch this. As you know, this was to maybe catch fish. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to push it in. Didn't see no fish in there earlier when I looked. I'm going to set this on a little bit of an incline to get the water to drain out the hole here, if it will. Alright, what we got is the, I like to use this as my seeds starting on certain plants, especially tomatoes. Just a little tray, got a hole cut in the bottom where the water will drain out, but it keeps moist little rock up in here so the roots don't dry out. Well, let's plant a few tomato seeds in there. There we go. 5 seeds. One there. One there. Let's put one up here in this corner. And that's going to be our St. Pierre tomatoes. Let's see how they do. Also, man, we've been busy around here lately. We went, this weekend, we went up to, I think it was called Seymour, Missouri, to Powerflex Fence Company. We ended up getting some electric fencing supplies for a big job coming up. We'll share more on that as we get closer to it, but that's going to be another video on how to make money on the homestead. After that we left, and of course when you're this close to Mansfield you got to run to Baker Creek, so we run over there. Andrea needed a few little things to okay, she didn't need a few little things, she wanted a few little things. She's seen some of the other YouTube people out there. They was getting some stainless.
Okay, first off, I want to tell you about a place when we head up Highway 65 to Branson, if you're in Arkansas, that you have to stop. It is Serenity Farm Bread. They have the best sourdough bread, and they have all different varieties. This is the country French sourdough bread, and this comes in like a round loaf. As you can see, I've eaten part of it. Actually, we both have, but this is the best sourdough bread. I make most of our bread, but this is a really good treat. So it's in Leslie, but actually when we stopped in Leslie, they have like pastries and coffee and bread, but they were out of all their sourdough. So I have another favorite stop that's in Harrison. It's called Nature's Wonders, and it looks like a little place from the outside, but you get in, it's a full natural foods grocery store. They have all kinds of groceries, fresh, canned, frozen, all that, and they have essential oils and all kinds of homeopathic medicines, everything. It is like a natural person's dream. So, and they actually carry this bread too. So that's where we got the bread.
Also, anyway, you want to say, make sure you check the bank account before you go.
Yeah, but yeah, don't tell your husband what you're spending until you're already back in the car. So, but anyway, the place at Harrison carries this bread, and they carry a bunch of other things that I like to keep stocked up on. So, okay, so after we went to the fence store, which Ben told you about, and there's going to be videos coming up about that, which is making money on the homestead. So stay tuned for that. We headed to Baker Creek. I think he told you that. So let me show you. I got so many goodies. I was so pumped. Okay, the first one, I am most excited about this. This is a 7-quart teapot. It's huge, which I love tea and coffee and those kinds of things. I call it tea, but I like just steeping herbs in hot water and drinking that like tea with honey or stevia. So, and the kids like it too. So my little teapot just was not cutting it. So I love this thing. So
now look at them compared side by side.
Yes. This is the one I've been using for years. It's tiny. And I love this new one. I treated myself and got that. And I did have Ben's permission to get it. Okay. Another thing, let me tell you, if you're going to Baker Creek, where you can find these things, because we kind of had to look around a little bit. Some other people had put on, after the spring planting festival, that they had bought some stainless steel stuff. And so I went back looking specifically for the stainless steel, because as you know, stainless steel is very healthy to eat out of or drink out of, just like glass, but it doesn't break like glass. So I was wanting some stainless steel stuff. Okay, I had seen people show these and call them plates, and I thought that looks strangely like a pie pan. Well, guess what? It's a pie pan, but you can use it as a plate, and I'm pretty excited about it because it does have the lips like a pie pan. I think the kids will be less likely to spill stuff, and us too. We like to eat a lot of like nachos and stuff with salsa that's runny, wants to run off a plate. So I got 4 of those, and these are Lindy's brand. If you want to look it up online, I wanted to go there and get it. Okay, this and the teapot were in the bakery. We found these in the bakery. Along with, I thought these were cool. Ben actually spotted these. He may be sorry that he did, but these are measuring cups with these big long handle, which I thought would be good for like dipping flour out of my big thing or whatever. But there's a 1/2 cup, a 1/3, a 1/4, and an 1/8. I use an 1/8 of a cup all the time because, as you know, that's 2 tablespoons. So that's like my go-to measuring cup. Okay. I also bought in the bakery these little cups. I love these for coffee or tea or whatever. I bought 4 of these. Okay. So I found all that in the bakery. And the village that you go to on the spring planting festival is all open. I think it's Sunday through Friday. No? Is that right, Ben?
Not 100% sure there.
I'm not 100% sure, but
they are open every...
They're not open on Saturday, which I found odd, but they're open most other days. Check it before you go, but it's so much less crowded. We just wandered around your stores, all their shops, everything. Okay, then we wandered over into the seed store and we looked around, which again was so much more enjoyable without the crowd. And I found stainless steel stuff. If you go to the seed store, go to the back of it, because there is a bunch of cool stuff back there that you would miss if you don't go back into that back room. I've been wanting some stainless steel straws, just a couple of them. So I got a couple of those. I got some little measuring spoons, and I'm pretty sure these came from the seed store. It's 1/4, a 1/2, a teaspoon, and a tablespoon. I use those all the time in baking and stuff. And I found this. I was so pumped about this. A stainless steel cookie sheet, because I love to like bake and roast vegetables and meats and things like that. And this is heavy. A lot of times I buy baking sheets. They're cheap and they want to pop when they get hot. This thing is not gonna pop. It is heavy duty. So
it's reflecting the light really well.
Is it? Cool. Well, I was pumped about this too. This and my tea kettle. So if you're up that way, that's a few stops you have to make. So anyway, and I don't think Ben was too upset. We didn't get out of there spending too much money. So anyway, right?
Right. Had a good time.
We spent the day together. The kids stayed with grandparents and they had a good time. We had a good time. So anyway, that's all for now.
One of the main things we're going to show you is how much difference adding iron chelate to your water makes on these leaves, and hopefully on fruit production. But until next time, thanks for watching, and God bless.